Hello, this is Nicole Bandis on today's Delegate This. And I've got a special guest today. Her name is Nicole Lux-Ritchie. Nicole, tell us about your business.
Thank you, Nicole. I love your name.
I know, great, right? And there's no hole in these Nicoles.
That's right. Oh, yeah. So my business is Luxcentric, and I help professionals get their digital office in order. So I help with the technical aspects of dealing with email, files, calendars, and contacts, and making them all work together to support business owners in doing their mission and not having their technology get in the way. I also offer quite a bit of tech support and technology training to help them with that organization, structure, and flow.
I love that. So when somebody says, I just need somebody to do the tech stuff, or I need somebody to do, the email stuff, or get organized, or the systems, or whatever, you are the go-to gal for that.
Yes, I'm the go-to for the training part. I do a little bit of email management and file management, but mostly a lot of what my clients need is they need to know how to do it, and they need to help decide how they do it. So knowing how they name their files, where they put their files, knowing how they check their email. Email really should be just like doing dishes or laundry, where you do it, you're done. You do it, you're done. And it should be an easy, simple flow instead of these overwhelming inboxes that we get these days.
Yeah, and the great thing about that is when they have the system and then they go delegate that stuff to an admin, it's so much easier than expecting an admin to know how to create these things. That's usually not the zone of genius for an admin. So you're giving them a built-in template to say, okay, here you go, now you can go delegate. Love that. So with that, how does a client of yours kind of save time or money in that world of delegating, in that world of getting stuff off of their plate?
It is definitely, I think, more on the side of the saving time than saving money, but then saving time does save money. When you know where your files are, then it's when someone asks you, hey, I need a copy of this. You're like, oh yeah, click, send, as opposed to click, where, what, and it really is, once you have, this is how I do it, sort of systems in place, it saves a ton of time so that you can actually do it. I also offer the tech support stuff. So instead of spending the 5 hours figuring out a program, we can do a 30-minute session saying, well, this is what you need to know to use this system in the way that you want to use it.
I love that. That's great. So if somebody's considering hiring you to kind of delegate some of that stuff, what do they need to know? What's like maybe that gem of a question they say, hey, Nicole, what about this?
The biggest thing that people do hire me for, usually when my business comes up and piques their interest in I need that, is generally an overflowing email inbox. So their email is out of control. They spend more time figuring out what's in there than actually doing what they need to. And so we'll go in and we clean out the inbox and get them to zero in many cases, or get them a system so that they can manage it quickly and efficiently.
So maybe it's what they need to know is that you're not doing it for them, you're helping them to become more efficient so they can either do it themselves or delegate it to someone else.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And you had mentioned too, as far as, getting the systems in order for the admin, because getting it in order might not be the admin's thing. One of the things that I'm passionate about in my business is helping the professional be the professional. So when they have their way of doing it that we've established and working with me, then they can go to the admin with authority, with knowing this is how I want it done. And it gives the admin a safety net of this is how my client wants it done.
Right.
As opposed to the client coming in saying, I don't know how to do it. And then the admin's like, I don't know what they want.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. And, and that's a perfect place to kind of wrap this up. I think it's an ideal kind of thing because so many of the clients are like, I know what I need to do, but I don't even have the systems in place for my own self, let alone how to train somebody else to do it. So Nicole, how does everybody reach out and connect with you?
Well, I have a website that I am super proud of, and it is luxcentric.com, and that's spelled luxcentric.com. My email is nicole@luxcentric.com. And I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn as well. And I check all of those channels. I tend to not check Twitter that much or Instagram.
Perfect. Well, we'll find you on the good places to find you, and we'll connect with you and make sure that we know exactly how to reach you, because we're going to put it all down below. Thanks so much for being on this episode of Delegate This.
Yes, thanks for having me, Nicole. It's been a pleasure.